Alright, I'm John Jennings with Jennings Brae Farm. I'm a farmer here in Wetzel County, and one area that I use math in my life is using algebra to figure out how much fertilizer to put into my tomato plants here in my high tunnel. When I have a soil test done, they tell me how many nutrients I need per acre, which an acre is 43,560 feet, and I only have 2,100 square feet here, so I need to use algebra to figure out how many pounds of nitrogen I need for my tomato plants here in my high tunnel. Another way I use math here on the farm is figuring out the price of my products. I've got to first figure out my costs. So let's say in my high tunnel of tomatoes, it cost me $1,200 to grow all the tomatoes. I've got to figure out how much I sell those for per pound in order to break even. And then if I wanted like a 30% profit margin, I need to multiply that by 1.30 in order to figure out how much I need to sell the tomatoes for in order to make money so my farm doesn't go out of business. Another way I use math on the farm is when I build fence. I have cattle and pigs and gardens to fence in, and I have to order all my supplies for that. So beforehand I need to figure out the perimeter of all of my fields in order to ensure that I have enough fencing supplies to get me through the entire job so I don't waste any time. Another way I use math is making sure I get the right size stock water tanks to water my cattle. I have to make sure that I have an adequate amount of water in each tank. In order to do that, I got to find the volume of those stock tanks. The first thing you have to do is find the area of, they're circular, so you have to multiply pi times the radius squared. And then in order to figure out the cubic volume of them, you multiply that times the height of the container. Another thing we do here on the farm is there are a lot of construction projects when you're a farmer, and a couple of my construction projects were building these high tunnel greenhouses. In order that they come together okay, you have to make sure that all of the corners are square at 90-degree angles. And to do that, I use the Pythagorean theorem of a squared plus b squared equals c squared with measuring tapes to go in and make sure all my corners were square before I started constructing these high tunnels. At Jennings Brae Farm, we use math every day, and we support Math4Life.